Grammy award-winning artist whose latest studio album is worthy of everyone's attention, and you can catch her at the Grammys this Sunday because she's nominated for Best Traditional R&B Performance for her #1 single, Steady Love. Please welcome India Arie. Talk on Instagram all the time.
Yes, I have a soft spot in my heart for you.
Ditto.
I do.
But this is our first time meeting in person.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Hi, sister.
This
is my first time on The Real. Thank you. Thank you.
So now, I recently heard that you have been reflecting a lot on this past decade. So I have to ask, I heard... you said for this decade you are thinking about retiring again. Pero why?
Because I was excited to see everybody. And Okay. Sorry.
This is okay.
I always reflect. Like, that's the kind of life I live.
Yeah.
I live a really quiet life, and I spend a lot of time alone intentionally.
Yes.
Not isolation, but solitude.
Yeah.
And so I spend a lot of time thinking about a lot of things.
Yeah.
This year, I have an album out.
Yes.
And so you know what an album cycle is. When you have an album out, you do the interviews and all that. And after I did the album cycle this year, something felt like it was just time to change. So I took some time. I went to the beach, and I just did a lot of meditation, a lot of journaling, a lot of eating. At Nobu every day. And by the time I was leaving, I realized that I just was ready to shift out of some of the things that had been a given for me.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, and so, when you come into the music industry, the point is that you do as much as you can to get as much attention as you can.
That's right.
You want everybody to see you. You want them to know about your album and your single. I got this out. That's what we do. We are promoting our wares.
Yeah.
I have been doing that for 20 straight years.
I hear you.
And I want to continue to be creative and to do my art, but also I don't want to have that single-minded focus on my music anymore.
I get that.
Got it.
There are a lot of other things that I love to do and other things that I want to accomplish in life. Like, I don't know, some of you may know, my mother makes all my stage clothes and always has. And so all that stuff, like that India Arie look, is because of my mom. All the, color. That's
So dope, and you're absolutely known for that.
That's my mom. And we have never had a clothing line. And so I'm like, why don't I just stop chasing the carrot and focus on other things?
Make your own. I love that you said.
It's so funny because in my journal I said I'm about to chop this carrot up and saute it and eat it and be done. Because I'm done.
I get with the business side of it, but I love that you said you're still going to be creative. And as long as we can still get music for you.
I still want to make music. I still want to do some shows.
All right.
I just don't want to do it with that engine inside.
There we go. I get that.
Got it. Okay.
When I was at the beach, I read this thing in a book that I want to tell you the book, but I'm not going to because it's too much talking to explain everything about the book. But there was a line in the book that said, even your greatest dreams reach their fruition. And I was like, maybe I did this.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe the carrot was just extra that somebody else told me I was supposed to have, and I actually did it.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, your music has always had a purposeful message and has always been healing. You got me through college. So with so much hate and division in the world, what keeps you motivated to continue writing music that heals?
I've been asking myself that question.
Okay.
When I sit in what I call my sacred space, whatever that is, my desk, the beach, the windowsill, wherever I'm at and I'm doing my work, when I sit in my sacred space, I write what I feel. I'm doing me. I'm being me.
Yeah.
When I was young, I had a belief, and also even a training from the spiritual communities I was in, that, okay, humanity's on the slippery slope and we all need to add our hands to stop it. And I'm starting to feel like there's maybe nothing we can do, and that there's some stuff that's going to happen, or that's already happening that we are not fully aware that's already happening. And so it's been a rude awakening to realize that even though I committed my whole 20 years of my career to the upliftment of humanity, I think I reached some people, but I don't know that that was enough.
Right.
You know, so now I still make the songs I make because it's me.
Right.
But I'm not sure that I best serve humanity by doing that.
No, that's not true.
I don't mean that. I don't mean the ideals behind my creations. I mean just the music. 'Cause what I really want to do is publish and teach.
There we go. All right.
Got all kinds of goals.
Yes.
You can absolutely achieve. You
Right.
can.
I can publish and teach.
Absolutely
Since
can do
Maya
it.
Angelou's my hero.
There you go. Don't let nobody box you.
I wasn't going to say this, but now I have to tell y'all. I have a Maya Angelou's ring in my pocket.
No.
I was literally not going to say this, but then I said her name.
Yes.
Her best friend is one of my friends. She's 91. She lives in Seattle. I met her at Maya's funeral.
Oh my God.
And we became friends. I was living in Seattle. And we became friends. And I went to her house twice. And she's literally the wisest, most oracle-like person I've ever seen. Like, she said, ask me some questions. She did
Let me
like
see
that.
the ring.
Okay. And so she said, I want to give you the ring. And she said, keep this on you. And the day she gave it to my songwriting partner passed away. Right. And so I was like, and I had a performance. And so she gave me the ring. And it's actually not Maya's ring. This is Maya Angelou's mother's ring.
Oh my
Goodness.
This is Mother Henderson's ring. And
Yeah, your song Steady Love off your new album Worthy. It's such a beautiful love song. We talk about relationships all the time. You have said that you have been almost married several times in your life. What does almost married mean?
You know how you have those relationships and you're like, well, when we get married, or when we get married, we're going to move here. You have those.
Sure. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I've had 2 of those.
Okay.
And I've had one when we were engaged.
Okay.
And now I'm about to tell y'all too much. Just my intuition was
never
like,
too much. This is
let
the
it
real
go.
it's
deal.
never too much. So I have a way that my intuition speaks to me. One of the ways is like a physical thing. So like over here will be no. If I get chills over here, it's no. If it goes to my head, it's a super no. If it's over here, it's a yes. If it goes to my head, it's a super yes. And so he asked me, and I said yes because I loved him and I wanted to. And like over the week, it just kept tingling right here, tingling, and it turned into a rash. And I was like, I can't. I
You
cannot.
followed your gut.
Yes, and I'm.
Follow her arm.
Yeah, you followed your
I
arm.
followed my nervous system.
Yes,
And I
yes.
think it was the right thing.
Okay.
Yeah, looking back.
It was.
So do you eventually desire to get married?
Kind of. I desire to be with someone that I would marry.
Okay.
The marriage part is what I
Whatever.
But I want to be with somebody that I'd be like, I just want them here.
That's deep.
Because I don't like anyone around me every day. We were just talking
That's
about being
real.
empaths and how it feels to absorb people's energy.
Yeah.
And I know, I listen to your podcast, so I know. And I don't want anyone around every day. But if there was someone I felt like that about, I would want that.
Absolutely.
right.
Q, I am ready to.
All right, well,
Yeah, I am ready for love.
Yes. And speaking of love, I love that you are nominated for your 23rd Grammy nomination. 23 for Best Traditional R&B
Some say
Performance.
25, but it's okay.
Okay, yo, in the 20s. Let's just talk about
Either
that.
one. Yeah,
For
that's-
Steady
yeah.
Love,
Yeah.
you have such a signature style. I just gotta ask.
you.
Do you know what you're gonna wear to the Grammys?
Oh.
And will your mom be the one to design it?
Yes, she is designing it. It's not done yet. She gets in tomorrow.
Oh.
So I don't know what I'm wearing
Give us
yet.
an illustration. What are we seeing so far?
What I know is, it's funny. Being in the public eye for 20 years is interesting because you can go back and look at yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah.
yes.
We all know. We all know.
Thanks,
Yes.
Google.
Yeah, and so I saw that I was in Sade's birthday, and so I was looking to see if there was a picture of she and I somewhere because she took me on my first.
Yes.
She took me on my first arena tour.
Oh,
So there was no picture. I couldn't
NBD.
find one.
Oh.
No big deal.
Sade,
That's a whole
Maya,
nother
the ring.
conversation.
Can't even.
All the things I pray for, right? So why isn't it fine to take a semi-retirement? I've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I saw this video of myself, and I was ready to feel like that sad nostalgia feeling, like I was so young and I was so pretty, and I didn't even know I was ready to feel like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And what I really felt was, look how shut down I look. I was barely moving my face, and I was talking, hi, yes, thank you, and looking down.
Yeah.
And I think everything about me reflected that shut down nature at the time. So like the clothes I wore, and always covering everything up, and I even had like my hair covered, and it was just everything was covered, and my energy was shut down. And so now the person I've developed myself into and that life has developed me into. I'm much more empowered and in control of my own choices and my life and my body and my mind. And, right?
Okay.
And
So what are we going
So when
with?
you ask me what I'm going to wear, I don't know.
Okay.
But it's going to show off my curves.
Rated.
Because I didn't always have, I had curves, but they were smaller.
Yeah.
So now that I have more voluptuous curves, I want to all out.
Yes.
Because I need to let them know. Because people think I'm spiritual and cerebral, and I am.
Yeah.
But I'm also a woman, and I'm sexy, and I'm sensual.
Multi-dimensional. You don't have to be...
Multifaceted.
And
Yes.
you know,
Spiritual and
importantly,
sexy.
you are not just about your hair, all right? Thank you so much, India, for being here today. Appreciate it so much. We are rooting for you on the Grammys. You guys got to catch it on Sunday. Her album, Worthy, is available now on all digital platforms. And for more India, be sure to check out